Sir, ask for 2 minutes.
Shall I share my screen?
Today's session. Respected worthy principal, Dr. Fahmida Banoji, our esteemed guest speaker, Dr. Zamir Gulzar Sahab, and all the revered faculty participants who have joined us in both offline as well as online mode for today's session. Myself, Nusrat Jabin, and I am the librarian of GDC Women's Baramulla. It's both an honor and privilege for me today to welcome you all for the third day session of this week-long faculty development program on use of ICT in teaching learning process, a shift from traditional to digital-oriented LMS-based teaching, learning, and assessment process, and is jointly organized by the College IQAC with Debates and Literary Activity Committee, College Library Committee, and Department of Computer Application. I am highly grateful and wish to extend my sincere gratitude to our worthy principal, Professor Fahmida Banoji, who has always remained a source of inspiration and support to all the fraternity of GDC Women's Baramulla. Thank you, ma'am. Our today's session guest speaker is Dr. Zamir Gulzar Sahab, and he has already joined with us. And I am greatly honored to introduce our today's guest speaker, Dr. Zamir Gulzar Sahab. Sir is working as an assistant professor at SR University in Warangal, Telangana, in the Department of Computer Sciences and Artificial Intelligence. Sir has obtained his doctorate from BSA Crescent Institute of Science and Technology in Chennai in the year 2019. With 7 years of teaching experience and over 25 paper publications in reputed peer-reviewed journals around the world. Dr. Zamir Gulzar Sahab has presented over 30 papers at international and national conferences and has participated in numerous workshops and FDPs. Sir is also working as an associate editor for the International Journal of Computer Theory and Engineering and is acting as a reviewer for number of reputed journals. Not only this, published book and 2 patents also to his credit, sir. E-learning, artificial intelligence, natural language processing, healthcare, and ontology-based applications are such research interest. With this, I request Dr. Zamir Gulzar Sahab to kindly proceed for the current day's session, sir. Please, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are audible, sir.
Ma'am, I want to share my screen. Can you, because you have disabled my.
Sir, one sec, sir, please. Sir, it is, sir, please check it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sir.
Is it visible, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. First of all, I would like to congratulate the principal ma'am and the HOD computer science and all the faculties. Okay, because it was like a dream for me that such kind of FDPs and seminars and
Sir, you are not audible, sir.
okay, so I would like to thank you all for inviting.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, and without wasting further time, so I'll start my session. So my topic today is next generation education. Okay, though the term is very simple, but I know how many complicated things are over there. Okay, and as far as our state is concerned, it is getting more complex. So we should talk about not only from the journal perspective, but from my native perspective also, that how it is going to be helpful for the teachers and for the student fraternity also. So the outline of the today's session will be the globalization. We'll talk about the globalization, how it impacted on our teaching practices, and how it helped us to embrace the new modern practices. And there's a buzzword that LMS. We will try to know secrets about the LMS, whether it is helpful, in what way you should use, because I'm using it from the past 8 to 10 years. So I know the pros and cons about these LMS. Okay, then we'll see some of the modern teaching practices, modern teaching methods, which is the need of the hour. And we'll talk about some education and mobility also. There are, I don't think time will permit me, because this next generation education is a very big topic to discuss. So we'll start with the globalization. What actually the globalization means? If we go back some 20 years ago, when internet came, that time people used a word that global village. Now we are connected together. Now we are connected together. Now we became a village, a small village now, who can communicate with each other. Okay. That global village actually helped us to speed up the movements in every aspect, whether we are sharing or exchanging our thoughts, whether we are communicating from one part of the world to the another part. But as far as education is concerned, it was really helpful in uh, innovating the new teaching methodology. It was really helpful in as far as the teachers and the students are concerned. This globalization has a lot of positive effects. It might be having some negative effects also, as in educational institutes. Okay, we'll see all those things in the coming slides. But one second. So the importance of education, when we talk about of education by means of globalization, they are having a lot of opportunities. We just have to grab it. But along with the opportunities, there come challenges also, which has to be faced both by the faculty as well as the students. Okay, as my personal experience, faculties are facing more challenges nowadays. Okay, and as well as the opportunities are there, so there are more challenges also. So let us see the benefits. What actually are the benefits of globalization? If we see the first benefit, it enhances the student's ability to acquire the knowledge. How we justify this statement? Now, while sitting in Kashmir itself, you can see from a UK. There are so many MOOC courses available. There are so many online courses are available from highly reputed institutes. Many universities. You have heard Coursera, even in India. It is because of this globalization that we are able to acquire those kind of certifications and okay, and it has really improved because I have witnessed wherever these LMSs and having modern facilities provided.
Sir, you are not audible.
Sir, you are not audible, sir. Please.
Am I audible now, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so and during this process, so many learning strategies came up. We came up with due to globalization process, such as e-learning. You might all have heard about the e-learning, and there are so other learning technologies also, like blended learning. We'll talk about all this. So, what actually is e-learning? The blended e-learning, which we for as far as our limitations are concerned. And various countries have adopted this domain. Even though nowadays, more universities in India as well as in abroad, they are offering distance education. Online courses are being run, like free courses are apart from distance education, apart from and colleges. Now, universities are running the courses which will be completely provided through the online. Their examinations, everything will be provided on. Okay. And I think students are attracted more towards this. This is actually the effect of the globalization. If you see this slide, it will give you a glimpse. Okay, this is just a few, so that all of you can see actually what actually was the revolution which takes place. This is nothing. This is just a glimpse of. This is a small portion of the globalization. Here you will see the web conferences tools are there, and you might be using your Gmeet, your Zoom meeting. Right now we are having your team, and there are some universities which are offering courses. You are having some cloud facilities available. Like I simply want to say we are having information overload. Information overload is also there. Okay, as far as this globalization is concerned. So let us directly come to the modern teaching methods. Actually, if we see from the past 2 decades, there are a lot of innovations which are happening with the current education system, with our traditional education system. And from the pandemic period, we all have experienced new form of education, even though we were not ready for it. But the nature forced us to go with like online learning, which we have never seen. So neither the students nor the teaching faculty were ready for it. That's why I don't know in our state whether it was a successful or it was 50-50. But in other parts, from my experience, it was a failure. When we are seeing the students who are getting who score well in online examination, when we call them for the offline examinations, their answer is that the result is like 80-20. 80% students are failing and 20% students are simply passing the test. So we are having pros and cons of this online education also. Why? Because of the readiness. We were not ready for it actually. Actually, I have done a study in 2015 and 16. That time, these edtech companies, they were targeting, like India was a huge market for them, and they thought that up to 2025 we can achieve the market, like 2 billion students or 2 million students will be connected through the online. But the target was achieved in 2020 itself due to pandemic. And with this globalization, teachers as well as the students are facing a lot of problems. There are more challenges for the teachers rather than opportunities. because I have used LMS also, and I know a lot of challenges are there for the teachers. We will be talking about those challenges in the coming slides also. I'll be giving small hints also with respect to the challenges as well as the opportunities you can have from it. You can gain a lot, but nothing will come freely. One second, ma'am. I'm getting my audio cut here. And this shift from our traditional classroom learning to the remote learning, like we have experienced it during the pandemic, it exposed our inequality in the classrooms. What do we mean by the inequality in the classroom? See, no two learners are same. If you are having student, if you are having a 30 or 40 students in our classroom, no two students are same. They are having different learning pace. They are having different IQ. They are having different tastes. They are having different hobbies. Okay, but our teaching system will treat them at the same level, which is not good. Okay, that is why we are saying this online system, it has exposed the inequality in the classroom. Okay. This statement is with respect to that we are teaching them in the same manner. We are treating them equally, though they are not. No two learners. It is being said no two learners are same. And what about the changing ideas about the education and the pedagogy? Pedagogy is simply the way you people are teaching, the way, like if you people have seen in B.Ed app, people are making that, what to say, lesson plans. Lesson plans are very important. Now I have seen the importance of those lesson plans during online educations. If we don't have any lesson plans, if we don't follow any pedagogy, surely this new kind of education, this all, whether it's online, blended or e-learning, surely it is not, you won't get any outcome from this. When we compare the traditional and the modern education, we'll see in the traditional way, teacher was the epitome, teacher was the center of the information. But nowadays, information can be gathered by anyone, whether it's student or a teacher. You cannot say now this student don't have any kind of information, because if he's having gadgets, he's having search engines in his hand. Okay, so he can retrieve any kind of information which a teacher can also do. Okay, so nowadays teacher is no longer an epitome or the center of the information. That practice has been changed. So this scenario has been changed from teacher centric learning, now it became a student centric learning. Second one is subject specific knowledge. Earlier we used to give the students a knowledge regarding this basic subject. This is the subject, we will provide them the knowledge about that particular subject. But nowadays, as far as the specific knowledge is concerned, we want our students to be skillful also. If they know some knowledge, there should be practical use of that knowledge also. Earlier in traditional way, there was one way of knowledge transfer. As I already said, the teacher was the epitome, he will transfer the knowledge to the students. But nowadays there's a multi-way. You can also learn from your student, because student is also having the access to the information. For example, if you don't know how to use the Facebook, now your kid at home or even your students can teach you that thing. If you don't know how to use any social media or any other cloud platform, now even your students who might be knowing all these things, he can teach a teacher also right now. So if we go to the fourth point, earlier learning, it was a passive one and the limited one. Passive means it were not engaging the students as far as the knowledge and the skills are concerned. But nowadays, this modern education is making it's making the classrooms live, it's making the classrooms interactive, so that you can engage the students with you. And in traditional, you can see there were more or theoretical concepts were given to the students. But nowadays, you will be giving the conceptual and the practical concepts to the students based on what kind of modern technique you are using. Like we are having flipped classrooms, it has changed the whole educational system. It has changed what we are doing in the traditional way and what we are doing in the flipped classroom. We will see it next. What actually the flipped classroom means. If you want to be a modern teacher, there are some skills that you need to possess. As I already told you that there are a lot of challenges that teacher has to face, and there are a lot of opportunities also which will come along with this modern means of education. The first skill a teacher should have, he should be committed. He should have a commitment. Commitment about what? When you are going for online learning, you have to create notes for the students, you have to create the slides. Okay, so many extra overload will be put on the teachers. Okay, that's why I told you those are the challenges also. This is one of the challenges. So commitment should be there, and for that commitment, you need to prepare well. And during online classes, you don't know, the skill is that how you can engage the students which simply are sitting at home. You don't know actually the location of the student, where they are sitting at home, where they are outside, whether they are on vehicle, whether they are within the car. They can be anywhere. Okay, but the thing is, you have to engage the students, and for that we need to do a lot of preparations. Okay, and third thing you have to do, you have to organize each and everything. Fourth one, there is a tolerance. You might have gone through so many videos on YouTube where during the online classes that students are teasing their teachers also. Okay, if you search the YouTube, you can see all those things. So with respect to that, you should have a lot of tolerance as a modern teacher. And you should be well aware of storytelling. Storytelling in the sense, if you are teaching a particular topic, you should start from the thing which is known by the student, and you should, while telling the stories, whatever subject you are studying, you should take the students to the concept which he don't know. So there should be a mixture of the concept. The student, you should start from where the student know and what the students don't know, and you should be open for the questions. Questions can be simple, questions can be stupid. Okay, so you should have a lot of patience to listen to the student queries. Okay, and seventh one is that you have to be innovative. Okay, if you are not innovative, nature will force you to be innovative. Okay, whether you are 10% innovative, 20% innovative, 30% innovative, that nature will force you. Like pandemic forced you to buy laptops, to buy the mobile phones, to deliver the online lectures. Okay, there was no alternative that time. Okay, so you have to be innovative. If you are innovative, it will be helpful. And technology enthusiast also. Okay, why for this 8th point will be justifying in the coming slides why you need to be why a teacher need to be a technology enthusiast. Okay, because I'm having one theory regarding this thing, technology enthusiast. So you have to be a social. When you are online, you have to go social. Like you have to give notes through the WhatsApps. You have to give. You want to communicate with the students. You can communicate through LMS. You can use the Canvas. You can use the Moodle. You can use any other free platform also. And you have to be a technology geek. This 8th and 10th point I will clear you in the next coming slides. So these are the skills which a modern teacher must possess as far as modern teaching is concerned, because now our classroom environment is changing, and in the coming years you will be facing a lot of trouble if you won't go through this point number 7, point number 8, 9 and 10. Why I'm telling you that? Because our kids, they have already faced pandemic, they have already now used to this online learning. So when they will grow, when they will come to the college, okay, maybe that normal traditional classroom they'll find it boring. Okay, if a teacher is not innovative, technology enthusiast, and if a teacher is not a social and tech geek, okay, teachers are going to face a lot of problems. So what will happen? Surely it will affect the students also. So you see, our next generation after 5 years, those students will be in your college, okay, and if you have not upgraded yourself, if you have not renovated yourself, okay, so you won't find any place over here as far as the modern teacher is concerned. So a lot of challenges, I already told you, that has to be faced by the teachers, but there are a lot of opportunities also. When we talk about the modern teaching methods, there are a lot of modern teaching methods. So I came up with these 10 modern teaching methods. Because when we talk of modern teaching methods, people are speaking about STEM education: science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Okay, but when I was preparing these slides, I have to keep in mind, no, we are having teachers who are teaching English over there, who are teaching arts over there, Urdu. Even my friend Mohammed Yusuf, Dr. Yusuf is there. I know he is teaching Urdu. How modern teaching will help him? Okay, so other parts of the country, they might not be facing these things because they'll be going for the STEM education, which is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics mostly. But when I was thinking about our, like in India, we are having Hindi, Urdu, arts, and other subjects also. So those teachers, that's why I included these 10 modern teaching methods, so that as per your taste, you can check which will be best suitable for your students. You can have a combination of these methods also. Uh, if we go for the first one, that is the direct instruction. That is the direct instruction. We will see actually what the direct instruction method is. Normally, we are doing it in traditional classrooms also. We are explicitly telling them what is this concept, what skill our students should have. Okay, we will try to have more understanding of the concept. Okay, those concepts will come under direct instructions. But here we are additionally giving the lecture, some educational videos also, some tutorials also. Okay, we are asking our students to join some workshops also. So it is more or less the traditional, as well as you are including the modern teaching methods, like some educational videos are doing. You are doing some tutorials, in the sense you are teaching a group of students and you are engaging them with some workshops. Okay, and for example, if we take an example of like environmental diversity, you will show them some videos about how people are cleaning their environment around the campus and all. Okay, when they will see those kind of videos, at least they will try, they will think that, okay, we have to keep our campus also clean. Okay, this is actually what we call the direct instruction method. Okay, here actually we set the stage for the learning. You can see there are some steps also given over there. So I'm telling the gist that it is equivalent to traditional learning also, but plus the modern means, like you are giving them educational videos and you are giving some workshops, you are teaching through with the help of the workshops and with some live sessions also. The second one is flipped classroom. It's very important and a lot of people are following flipped classroom. Okay. Flipped, why it is called the flipped classroom? Because it is the opposite of the traditional classroom. What we teach in traditional classrooms, it's the opposite of. So what actually happening in the traditional classrooms, now you are going to the class, you are teaching the students and you are giving them assignments or some homework. They will do that assignment and homework at home. But what flip classroom is saying, it is saying you do what basic concept we are teaching you here in school or college. You get those basic concepts at home. We will provide you the educational material. You try to learn those basic concepts at home. And during the classroom, you try to implement those things. So classroom time will be more practical. Okay, that is what flipped classroom is. The assignment you are doing at home, you do that assignment in classroom. But you study at home. How you will study? We will provide you the material. We will provide you the educational videos. Okay, so there is a challenge for the faculty that he has to provide that educational video, that material to you. Okay, I'll tell you roughly about, if you want to create a 30-minute video, or let us say 15 minutes video, because you cannot give them long videos like 1 hour videos. Again, students will feel boring and all. Okay, so in order to create a 15-minute video, it will take you at least 3 hours to create a 15-minute video. And 3 hours means that you have to face the camera and you have to record the video. There will be cuts, there will be edition, there will be editing. Lot of things will be there. Okay, so in order to get a 15-minute video, you have to spend 3 to 4 hours. Okay, that is the challenge number one for the faculty. That he'll be spending lot of time apart from the college time, apart from the whether that faculty is from university or the college, he has to spend extra time. And this videos, he has to keep on making these videos regular. If somebody is teaching one subject, let us say computer science or English or Urdu or any other subject, he has to make these videos. So you can say 3 hours for 15-minute video, and you can see your syllabus. You can see how many videos we have to make for all those units and all those topics. Okay, this is what the flipped classroom is. You go and study at home at your own pace. Some student will finish one topic or two topic or a unit within 1 week. There are some students who are slow learners. Okay, they will take 2 weeks to study the same topic. There are some students who will take the average time to complete that topic. That is why we said in the earlier slides that inequality were shown. Why? Because no two students are same. If you go with that intention that no two students are same, surely you will change your pedagogy, you will change your learning style, you will change your teaching style. So we should never treat students same, because they are not. Some students will be good in reading the books. Some students will be good in seeing the educational videos, so it's okay for you. Some students will listen to the lectures. Some students will be happy if their peers, if their classmates will teach them. So they are all having different tastes. They are all having different pace, and they are all having their different IQs, their motivational, their behavior. Everything is totally different. So we should never take two students in the same category. We should never place them in the same category. So when you combine all these, I have shown you 10 learning styles, 10 styles of modern teaching. If you combine those things, like experiential learning is there, inquiry based is there, then some flipped classroom is there. As per your domain, you can do it. As I already told you, one method can be good for a computer science teacher. Another method can be good for a Urdu teacher. Another can be good for a geography teacher or a history teacher. So you can choose as per your own. So earlier it was the direct instruction. The second one is the flipped classroom. Now we are having different types of flipped classroom. So these are the types of the flipped classroom. Now flipped classroom will be having different types. One is the conventional type of the flipped classroom. What you will do in conventional type of flipped classroom, you will give tutorials, videos and the material to the student. You ask him to go and you study at home. Surely you will give the basic knowledge, but you'll ask him to study at home. Okay. Then next is group-based debate focus, discussion focus. Then there is a micro flipped classroom. There is a Fox flipped classroom. There is a virtual flipped classroom and the flipped teacher approach. These are just the types of flipped classroom, which is our second modern teaching practice. These are the types of that one. Because why I kept this slide over there, because most of the teachers all around the world, they are following the flipped classroom. Like people who are teaching, faculties who are teaching English, who are teaching like native languages. So they are using flipped classrooms. So if we see the conventional flipped classroom, so you are giving student the learning material, and you are giving him access to the online videos, and whatever content he or she needs, you are providing them, and that student will go home and he'll be doing his job. So this is actually the homework. This homework was earlier done by the teacher. So teacher will be teaching in the traditional classrooms, and then he will give the assignment. Now we are flipping that. We are flipping that over. Now we are giving students that you go home and you study. Okay. Now the classroom time will be spent into practice and understanding and expand their understanding. For example, you are having a chemistry lab there. They'll be studying about some experiments. So next day they'll come and they'll discuss the problems. they are facing, they'll discuss the concepts and they'll directly do their experiment. In the similar way, like computer science students, they will be having some concepts, studying concepts on home, and tomorrow they can spend more time in the laboratory, in the lab itself. So what happened with this flipped, conventional flipped classroom? Teacher will spend less time to give the basic information to the students, and the more time will be spent on developing the understanding, developing the knowledge within a student. So this is the benefit, actual benefit of the flipped classroom. Okay. Now your flipped classroom can be a group-based flipped classroom also. Okay. Now we will form the groups. I already told you it's up to the faculty how they can change their pedagogy, by which modern technique they will adopt. And later on, they can combine other techniques also. They can make a hybrid technique and they can use it. So you should all do these kind of experiments with your students. So group-based flipped classroom is there. So it is same as the conventional flipped classrooms. But what will happen over here? Next day you will be calling the students and you will be separate. You will be dividing them into different groups, and you will give them the activities which they will discuss in the group. Okay. By this way, what will happen, if some student will come with the concept, then another student will challenge him over there. Then there will be a discussion. So if 5 students are in a particular group, 5 students will be having 5 different IQs, 5 different learning phases over there. 5 different thoughts are over there. Those thoughts will be exchanged. Okay. Automatically, what will happen? They'll be having a more knowledge. If one student came up with the one question, so all 5 students will be having at the end 5 different questions and 5 different answers. So this is the benefit of the group-based flipped classroom. Another is debate-based flipped classroom. What is the difference between group-based flipped and the debate-based? In debate, actually, you are having a simple topic. One topic is there, and all the students will speak about that topic. But in group discussion, you don't know where it will start, where it will end. Okay, this is the main difference between the debate focus and the group focused flipped classroom. In group focus, you can start with anywhere. You can start with the topic anything, like weather. You can start. How is the weather in Kashmir right now? You can start it like this. What about the winters in Kashmir? Students can start it there. We don't know where is the end. But in debate focused, you are having a single topic, and all the students will be talking about that particular topic. And it depends on what kind of knowledge, what kind of, if a student has done a lot of research on that particular topic, they can talk about that topic, and other students can also get that kind of a knowledge. But the topic will be only one. What will happen with these debate-focused flipped classroom? Understanding of a particular topic will be more. Those students who are participating in that debate, their understanding about a particular topic, about a particular viewpoint, okay, they'll be having more knowledge about that viewpoint. Because when 10 people will be talking about the same thing 10 times in a different way, so everyone will be having the knowledge will expand. Whatever view they will having before the debate and after the debate, surely it will change. So these are the benefits of the debate focused flipped classroom. Another one is discussion. We'll start discussing about some topic. We are having a group, we will start the discussion. But that discussion will be in depth. So it depends on the knowledge, what knowledge depth that those students are having. Depend on their knowledge, how they are engaging other students, how they are engaging in a group. Okay, and it will broaden their understanding and the learning about a different perspective. And this discussion-based flipped classroom is good for arts and history, English, and the teachers who are teaching the political science. So I purposely mentioned over here that so that there should not be any confusion that which technique that we should use. If any teacher or any faculty want to use any kind of modern techniques, so for that reason I have given here that arts, history, English, and political teachers, they can use the discussion focused classroom. See, this was one of the project, and I have worked in this project also. This person over here who's standing over here is Dr. Raymond. He is actually from the Sweden. Okay, so he was actually doing this project. It's based on this modern teaching practice, but in Asian continent. So his target was like Kazakhstan and another Russian country, and from Indian side, I was helping him in this thing. So they were discussing about what is group based and debate based and the discussion based flipped classrooms, their experience they were sharing. So this was a project given by the Swedish government. So that's why I have included this picture over here so that I can share it with you, that teachers are engaging themselves. Unless and until we will come forward, okay, nothing is going to happen. Okay, we have to make this kind of arrangement for the students because they are our future. Now we will see one more flipped classroom is there. This is called the Fox flipped classroom. If you have noticed that during the pandemic period, there was one notion that one student will say, we don't have an internet facility in our village, in our city, in wherever they are living. Okay, some students will say that they don't have gadgets, they don't have laptops, they don't have mobile phones and all. Then what to do? So there was a lot of criticism as far as this online education is concerned. It was like an alibi also for those students, even though they don't want to join the boring classroom, they'll say we don't have internet. Okay, and you know, a lot of reasons are there in Kashmir that when your internet will be cut, you can say in our area we don't have an internet. That's why I said that we have to engage the students in the online classroom. That's a very big challenge teaching fraternity is facing. But there are certain valid reasons where even we know that they don't have internet facility and they don't have a technology with them. Okay, for those kind of things, that Fox flipped classroom is best for them. In Fox flipped classroom, what actually we are doing, instead of giving them the material and the video lectures and all to go and study at home, we are allowing them to do that job within the school or within the college itself. So the job which they have to do at home, we are providing them everything. We are asking them, you go and study in college itself or school itself or in university itself. If they don't have, if they are having alibis that they don't have reliable net connection is not there, they don't have a gadgets, we welcome them. Okay, if we say like 10% of the students are like this, we call all those 10% of the students, we will provide with every material, and we give them space in the college or in the university. We ask them, okay, you go and study. Okay, then rest of the things we will do as per the flipped classroom. So this is what Fox flipped classroom is. If your students, they are not able to study at home, or if they lack all these technical things, we provide them those kind of things, and we allow them to study in the school or college or in the university, and later on they will carry the other activity as per the flipped classrooms. There is one more that's called the virtual flipped classroom. Normally in flipped classroom, what you do, you ask the students to go home and study. Then later on in classroom, teacher will help you to do certain activities and all those things. Means like practical approach. In college or school or in university, there will be more practical approach rather than the theoretical one, which we do in traditional classrooms. Okay. But here, instead of doing all those practical things within the college, we are doing it online again. This is fully online. You can say virtual flipped classroom is like an online flipped classroom. Student will study home. I will decide, okay, I'll call them in a meet. I'll send them the link and we will discuss all these things. So instead of, and this kind of flipped classroom, actually it is best suited for the Kashmir itself. We know we are facing a lot of issues that if college is not working, but we can run the class from home itself. Now, student also cannot say they were sick, they didn't have access to the lectures and all. Nowadays, everybody is having all those gadgets. They are having net connections. You can use the virtual flipped classroom. It is best suited for our conditions over there. You can say I mentioned in this third point, this flipped classroom model is to be utilized in the situations where classroom attendance is not possible. Like pandemic situation, classroom attendance was not possible. But if you are teaching through with the help of flipped classroom, you can go with the virtual flipped classroom. So you can give material to the students, they will study at home, then you can call a meet, and in the meeting you will do the other things. You will teach them the practically, whatever task you have given to the students. You will discuss, you will focus more on the knowledge rather than discussing the theoretical concept, which they have already studied. You can have one-to-one sessions also here. If some student is not able to understand, if some student is having some problems, you can have one-to-one sessions also there. And you can have in-person classes also there. And for these things, if you want to use any kind of LMS, then this team is best suited for this. If you are confused whether we should go with the Google Meet or whether we should go with the Zoom and all, team is best suited for this. Because in team you are having an option like if somebody is teaching practicals, like computer lab is there, and I'm having 60 students in my computer lab, I cannot monitor them all, all the 60 students. In team, what is the option is there that you can divide your class like into 2020 or 15-15, and you can give access to other faculty also. Some like 2 to 3 faculties will be joining with you. You can give them access those 20 students. So they'll be watching those 20 students only, or 10 students, whatever students you will allot them. So this option is available in team. You won't find this option in any other app like Zoom or Gmeet is there, Google Meet is there, GoToMeet is there. But team is very good with respect to virtual flipped classroom. Why? Because you can create a sections, you can create different rooms over there, which will be looked after other faculties. It is very good for the examination purpose also, where you cannot watch all the students simultaneously, like 50 students are giving exam. You can divide the number of students, like 15 students you can divide, and they'll be taken care by the other faculties. So this was all about flipped classrooms. The last one is flipped teacher. So actually we are in we are actually studying this second modern teaching practice, that is the flipped classroom. And this is the last option we are having in flipped classroom, that is flipped teacher. So it is one of the most unique flipped classroom example in the form of flipped teacher model. And it is being also referred as double flipped classroom. Here actually why it is called flipped teacher, we are flipping the teacher. Earlier teacher will be allowed to create the content. Teacher is responsible for creating the learning material, to search the learning material and give it to the students. But here we are asking those things for students to do. We will ask students to go and prepare the learning material. We will train the students how to create the videos. Okay, it is good for the students also, because we don't know how many students will go into the academics later. But this can provide a platform to those students who want to go into the academics, who are passionate about the academics, about towards teaching. So this flipped teacher approach will be good there. If any faculty who want to give this kind of role to the students, so they should choose this flipped teacher approach. Here simply the job which teacher is doing, that now will be done by the students, because student is also having access to all the information which nowadays teacher is having. We are having information overload. Then we'll be saying what is the difference between a teacher and a student nowadays. The difference is that student don't know when you are having information overload. When you are having a lot of information, student will be confused that which information is suitable for them. So there, as a role of as a teacher, you can teach them that this is the information which is good for you, this is the information which you have to leave, which you have to carry forward. Now another third game-based learning. This is earlier it was the flipped classroom types. Now the third one is the game-based learning. This is the modern teaching practice, and it's especially used by the mathematicians. A lot of mathematicians are use this game-based learning approach to teach their students, even from the KG classes, kindergarten classes. They are teaching with the help of game-based learning. Like you might have seen, we are having creeds where you send your words over there, and there are play methods are over there. Okay. This game-based learning method is mostly used by the mathematicians in order to teach the mathematics to the students. Because if students are one fear is about the mathematics, that it's very difficult, it's tough to understand. People don't know why we are writing this equation, why again we are solving this equation. Okay, in order to make mathematics interesting, the game-based learning is very useful in mathematics. I personally feel that even if there is an art student, he should also learn the mathematics, because now I have seen the power of the mathematics. Mathematics is everywhere. There is no mathematics, nothing is there. You would not have witnessed this globalization, this global village, internet. Nothing was possible without mathematics. So everyone, even if it is a arts faculty, arts student, they should learn mathematics. This is what I'm saying from my personal experience. Then there is one more learning that's called student-centric learning. So here everything will revolve around the student, about their learnings. For example, for example, if a faculty want to teach a particular topic, that faculty should know that what kind of tools that student might be needed for doing this kind of task. Okay, so faculty has to provide, faculty has to give all sort of information to their students. Okay, and by this way we involve the students in their decision making. Okay, it connects the students into the classroom and builds an assessment framework to help the students to understand why this material is important and how it fits into the everyday life. Normally, if we see an online learning is all about student centric only. When we talk about the online learning, when we talk about this thing, it's all student learning. It is all student centric. Why? You know that this student is high, this student is slow. Okay, you will give them separate classes. Those students, they have already finished their job, you can ask them to leave. You can give more time to the students. This online learning is basically student centric only. Inquiry based learning is there. One more inquiry based learning. It is again one more modern teaching practice. So here you will give some priority to the students. You know, in your class you will be having good students, very average students are there. Okay. So here you will do the independent analysis. Okay. So if I create some category of the students, then I will give them some tasks to do based on that category. Normally what we will do, if a student, we know these students are very good, we will give them some difficult tasks. And to other students, we will give them the task which is little bit easier as compared to the students who are very good. Okay. And we'll keep like an open-ended question or problem will be there. Okay. Evidence-based reasoning is there. Problem-solving skills are there. Okay. So then we will ask the students, go and study, then they will do the inquiry about their own task. So as a teacher, your role is to motivate the students so that they will come out of their curiosity, that at least they should have some doubts, they should have cleared their doubt, they should have some curiosity, they should develop some critical thinking how to solve the problem. Because you are simply giving them problems, you go and do this problem, I want this problem to be solved. Okay. But that will be done on the basis of, if you do the analysis of the students, you will categorize them. On the basis of the category, you will then give them the problem to solve. This personalized learning is very much important. Personalization is everywhere. Why we want these LMSs and all? Because of personalization. Personalization simply means that if I am an average student and if I am having a very good student, we should not provide them the same content. For example, if I am giving assignment to a very good student, I will ask him to do the assignment within 1 week. And if there is an average student, I have to give him more time. I have to personalize it as per his own space. So here we are tailoring the things. Here we are making the things very easy as far as the students are concerned. Student knowledge is concerned. Their ability is concerned. Their interests are concerned. Okay. Here actually it will help you to differentiate. Okay. So you are giving instructions which are totally different. One very good student, you are giving these kind of instructions. Maybe you will give some tough problems also to that student, because you know you have already done the independent analysis. You know this student can do it. Okay, but same problem you cannot give it to the below average student. Why? Because its learning space is totally different. So you have to prioritize. You have to personalize the things as per that which is below average student. Okay. So personalization means which is suited to me, those things should be given to me. Okay. If a person is like he is very good in geography, we should give him the subject which is related to the geography. If a person he is very good, if a student he is very good in English, we should give him certain things which is related to the English. If a person is very good in computer science, we should give him things which are more related to computer science. That is what we call the personalization. Like if a patient will go to the doctor with an headache, everybody won't be having a similar headache. Everybody won't be having a similar stomach ache. So what doctor will suggest? As per the person, he will give the medicine. If a person is young, he will give some different medicine. If a person is old, so he will prioritize, he will personalize those kind of medicine. Similarly, here also teacher is personalizing and tailoring the needs, things as per the student needs. That is why when we make a question paper, we always keep in mind that at least the weakest student should do the 50% of the question paper. So being a teacher, you might be knowing all these things, that whenever we create a question paper also, we are having all those things in our mind, that how a good student will be differentiated from a student who is below average. So from that perspective, we'll prepare a question paper. And it should not be very easy, it should not be that much tough, but it should help us to segregate. It should help us to do the statistics very well. Like a good student should, normally he'll get the good marks only, because if he is doing a lot of hard work and smart work is being done by those students, surely they'll get some good marks. If a student is average, he'll get average category. But we'll set the question paper according to that. Even the weakest student will do the 50% of the question paper. That is what we call the personalized learning. So when you are making a question paper, that is like a personalized question paper. We cannot give them a separate question paper, but a common question paper should be like that, that at least weakest student will feel that, oh, I can also do it. There was something which was related to me also in this. Now comes the category that's a project-based learning. It is totally student-centric. It is totally student-centric methodology. Here you are giving the students, you go and do the, you are having capstone projects at the end, you are having BCA over there, they'll be having in 6th semester, they'll be having one project over there. Okay, it's not necessary that we will give them project at the end of the semester only. In every semester, a teacher can engage them with some kind of project. So teacher might be knowing that what subjects they have studied in the first semester. So as per those semesters, as per the subjects which are available in that semester, they can encourage them to go through a particular project. Okay, whether the project is small and all, but the main thing is that we have to make it student centric. We have to so that the student will feel more interesting, that he has done something. So if a student will go through these phases from the first semester itself, I think by the end of the in last semester, surely he or she will be doing a good project. Normally what student will be going through all those projects which has already been done by other students in previous years also. Okay, so in anyway, it's not encouraging the students to go with even if students will be having so many good ideas also, we should encourage them. We should ask them, you go and prepare a project on it. Whether the project is small, that doesn't matter. Main thing is we should welcome them. And in project-based learning, the questions should be open-ended. That's what I told you, that we need to encourage the students to apply the knowledge and the relevant skill. And teacher knows what kind of skills students will be having in first semester, second semester, third semester. Okay, they can engage them in the projects. Okay, and in project-based learning, we should allow the students that they should come up with their own idea, with their own solution, and build that product. Whatever project they want to do, we should allow them to use their own ideas, like a problem, to use their own solutions. What a teacher can facilitate in project-based learning, teacher can tell them that these are the methods you can use. If you, for example, if you are having a qualitative kind of project where you need to do some qualitative research, where you need to do some quantitative research, that kind of hints a teacher can give. But the approach which problem which a student will come up with, he has to use his own problem solving skills to answer those kind of problems. Okay. The problem will be related to the students, and the student will come up with the answer. Okay. Faculty will simply facilitate with the methods and the investigation, and will check whether the student is going into the right direction or not. So what will happen with the project-based learning? If you see this last point, it will help students to develop the critical thinking and interdisciplinary skill. Because in projects, you don't know what kind of different things you may need to read out. You don't know what kind of different gadgets you have to use, what kind of different chemicals you have to use. It depends on the domain, what kind of domain a student is from. Okay, so surely the critical thinking will be developed, and interdisciplinary skills also. Another is problem-based. It's also like project-based, but here student will be given the problem at the start of the talk, before they have been taught. Like if you are going to start the unit first, while entering itself, you will be giving, before delivering the lecture, you will be telling your students, and then you will be having a problem. The problem is this thing. Okay, so that the student will listen carefully about the lecture. You know, these things happen in the video lectures also. If you see the video lectures from the Coursera and other companies, you will see while delivering the lecture, during their video lecture, immediately one pop-up will be there. That pop-up is a question. And who will be answering that question? The person who is seeing the video from start to end, who is not skipping in between. So it means if you have skipped the video in between, surely it will show me that this person has not answered this question. It means you have skipped that portion, or you have not seen that video also. Okay, same is the case with the problem-based learning. If you are giving a problem at the start of the topic, okay, only those students will be able to solve those problems who are attentive in your class. Okay, this way you can seek the attention from the students also. Students who are listening your topic from start to end, surely they will be able to solve that problem. Okay, so this is the main difference between the project-based and the problem-based learning. So problem-based learning can go every day. Problem-based learning you can give to your students every day, or like weekly you can give some problems so that the students will solve those problems. And you can give them open-ended questions also. Okay, so as a teacher, your role is simply to guide them, to provide them the material, and to do a particular evaluation process. How many students? How many students are there? Is there any class? Sorry for the interruption. One more method of modern learning is there, that's collaborative learning. Okay. Normally in collaborative learning, what will happen? Students will teach each other. If you give a particular task to a students, collaborative learning is when we collaborate towards a particular issue. Okay. In collaborative learning, if we were given a particular topic or one or two topics also, okay, we are working on a common task. Okay. And later on, for example, next day our teacher will ask to come and you share your experience. Okay. Now we have to give as a group also we have to perform, or as an individual also we have to perform. So one student will be sharing its own thoughts on that particular topic. Okay. If for example a student who is very confused, who don't know about all those topics, their peers can teach him. Okay, about that particular topic. In collaboration means collaborative work. We are doing everything in collaboration. I'll be doing, for example, if I have to develop a software, there'll be a collaborative work. I'll do the basic analysis. Some other person will do the designing part. Some other person will do the coding. Some other person will do the implementation, and some other person will go and give it to the client. Okay. This is what collaborative learning is. There is one more that's called the competency-based learning. Okay. Here in competency-based learning, that it makes sure that every student masters a given skill before moving on to the next topic or a unit or even a grade. Okay, like I already told you in online, if you have done any online course, unless and until you will finish the course one, okay, there are some institutes who are providing courses like that. You cannot move on to the next topic. So it means every student has to do it. Okay, if you want to continue to the second topic, unless and until you will finish the first one, then only you can go on to the second one. Okay. What is the advantage of this thing? That it makes sure that every student will complete the task. Then only you will be moved on to the next task. Okay. You don't have any free class. Don't have. Yes. Okay. 1 second. Ma'am, just a moment. 1 minute break. I want. Can you hear me, ma'am? Hello.
No issue, sir. Sir, please.
Ma'am, 1 minute break. I want.
Okay,
I'll
sir.
be back.
Okay, sir. No issue. Dear participants, so we will be break after 1 minute's break. Sir has some important thing to do.
2 minutes. Connected.
Participants, please be connected. Sir will be with us after 2 minutes.
Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Sorry for disturbing.
Yes, sir. Dear participants, sir has resumed back. So please, sir, continue with the session.
The PPT is visible, ma'am?
No, sir.
I think now it's visible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's now visible.
So this was all about competency-based learning. So now we'll come to the main portion, which will highlight your FDP, the learning management system. This is, I'm giving you one glimpse of learning management system. It's a small one only. So here you can see this is your learning management system, and all those things are connected with a learning management system. Here the teacher will act as a course designer also. Again, you can see one teacher over here, he's in the classroom. Okay, but his classroom can be accessed students anywhere. Okay, and the universities who are using learning management systems, normally their teachers won't go into the classroom, rather they will go to the studio. So they will go to the studio and they will record their videos over there. They are already having that kind of setup over there. I in the beginning told you that we are having a lot of challenges as a teacher, because every teacher cannot face the camera. Okay, it's an art. Okay, unless and until you will master that art, till that time people will struggle. Okay, and I told you about timing also. In order to create a 15 or a 20 minutes video, it will take you more than 3 hours for doing that video itself, and do editing and all those things. It will take you more than 3 hours. Okay, and without monetizing benefits and without remuneration, nobody is going to do those kind of things. You can see LMS over here, learning management systems. Okay, here users, it can be faculty as well as the students. You can see the courses are over there, the classes will be over there, virtual classes are there, there are surveys and polls over there, the report and analytics are over there, HRMS, talent integration, so many things are there. Okay, I am mentioning only few over here. In previous university, the learning management we were using, we have actually developed that. There are more than 200 options over there. But I think mostly we'll use it for just to give student feedback we'll be receiving through that. And if we have to give any material, so normally people will deliver material through the WhatsApp because it's very easy. Simply with one click you can upload your material. But if you have to log into the learning management first, then you have to go to that particular section, and that particular subsections you have to upload, and mostly we'll be using that for the student feedback. And I don't think people are able to use 5% of that LMS also, because nobody wants to spend more time, unnecessary time on these things. So if you are thinking that learning management system will make your life easy, like teaching and easy, then I thought then you are in dilemma. Okay, because it will give you a lot of trouble also. As I mentioned in my first slide, so there are a lot of challenges for the faculty. I have personally experienced all these things because I have used LMS in 2014 itself. There are a lot of challenges in the faculty. One challenge I will give you, for example, there is a, you can see here I have mentioned or not, social. There is one option that's called the forum. Okay, now your student will be discussing with you over the forum. Do you think faculty will be having that much of time that their students will put questions in the forum, and then faculty will come, he will spend 1 or 2 hours over there typing the question and answers will be one discussion will happen over there. Okay, practically I don't think this is possible as far as like Indian mindset is concerned. Okay, I will give you one theory also that why it is not possible. Okay, I'll give you that one also in the next coming slides. Okay, But yes, you can get the benefits, like as far as course material you want to put over there, you can put it. But I am saying if you can deliver the course material, you can send it through WhatsApp or other means also. Okay, why to use a big huge software? Okay, because with things there is a liability also. You are liable later on. Like you might have heard of LMS, Moodle is there, Sakai is there, then uh, Blackboard is there. Blackboard is the licensed version. Okay, even a single click is also counted there. When students have asked the questions, the time is being noted, and when faculty will reply to that question, that time is also being noted. Okay, so you can see if we take a file, if we take a printout of that file and we will give it to them, then your head or your boss will be seeing that, okay, this question has been asked like today. Today is Thursday. This question has been, and the faculty is giving reply after 5 days. Okay, so those sort of things, I think no faculty will support those kind of things. Okay, as long as the features which are suitable, which are good for the faculty also, then only these things are successful. Okay, otherwise thinking about learning management systems, okay, we'll be doing this and that. I don't think after implementing this, people will be encouraged. So why I'm saying all these things, you can say this is a Rogers technology adoption curve. Okay, this LMS is a technology and all the faculties are going to adopt it. Okay, so as per the Rogers, even I have worked on this also. I have one published a paper also in 2016 with respect to this topic. So, for example, if today in your college, your boss will say we are going to adopt LMS. Okay, how many people will say yes immediately within one day? They will decide. Only 2.5% of the faculties will be ready, but those faculty will be in innovators category. Okay, those are the young new faculties. They know that they might have already worked on these things. So it will be only 2.5%. So out of 100 faculties, so you can say only two faculties will be ready, or two and a half, three faculties will be ready for it. Okay. And there are a major portion, this 13% and 34%, you can see on the both the sides. Okay. This 13.5% we call the early adopters. Means they will adopt it, but it will take some time. Okay. Unless and until you will encourage them, you will force. See, you cannot force. Main thing is you will encourage them when they will see the benefits, and they will see those kind of benefits which are suitable to them. Okay, it will take some time. You can say like 4 to 5 months. It will take some faculties to be motivated. Okay, by these innovators. Okay, or by seeing the benefits and all those things, those 13.5% will join the group. Okay, then there's a major chunk which is in the majority or late majority, almost 68%. Okay, so you see the effort you are going to do to convince these 13.4%, 13.5%, how much we have to convince, how much time we have to spend on these 234. This is late majority, this is early majority. Okay, so both these majorities are 68%. So 68 faculty, it will take, you have to convince a lot. Okay, so unless and until you will give them benefits and all, why I am saying this, another theory is over there. Okay, then only it will be successful. Then the rest of the 16% we call laggards. I mean, they will never see, they won't never use, they will never use. Even if they will use maybe some time, maybe once or twice. Okay, these are simply the neglectors, they will never. Okay, and I think it's not legal also. Like if a person who is in their 50s, who is about to retire, why he will go for all these things? Unless and until he is having a desire to learn. Okay. I have seen one professor, he was from Kashmir University. He was a dean in law. Okay. So after getting retired from there, he was working in Kashmir Law College. So he was he was having curiosity about all these things. Even though one day he told me how I can improve my typing speed. Okay, then we gave them the typing pad also. Okay, I need to learn this thing and all. Okay, those kind of people we want. Okay, but 16% of the people over there, they will never accept this technology. And there's a lot of what to say, lot of hard work we have to done on these 64%. That's the major chunk. who is going to adopt it. Whether they'll adopt it early or late, this is the major chunk over there. Okay, and that's a proven thing also. I also have done a study on this. Now, why I said it will take a lot of time for the this one to motivate these kind of this 13.5%. You will see this one. This is the scenario which I have created with respect to LMS in terms of Indian context and the international context. Normally, you see the budget. If I'll tell you, you see the budget of your college. Okay, a budget will always be deficit. Okay, at international conference, they'll have a lot of budget. I have shown you one slide early over here. I'll go there again. I'll tell you which slide one. This one. This was the Swedish project. Okay, and the budget of this project, simply to check the flipped classroom is good, which one is good and all. It was more than 20 crore budget for this one. Okay, such kind of budgets you will never see here in Indian context. Okay, and the latest technology acceptability is very poor. Okay, which is proven by this method. Okay, this is the Rogers curve. Okay, it is proving you that the acceptance is very poor. Okay, and the responsibility and the accountability. Okay, it is defined with by theory X and theory Y. So McGregor has given one theory that is called theory X and theory Y. I think theory X is applied on us. Okay, I'll include myself first over here. Theory X will say that unless and until here people will see the benefits. Like for example, tomorrow I have to go to the exam duty. Okay, and these people they'll say, okay, if you go to exam duty, we will pay you 200 rupees. Okay, immediately I'm ready for the examination duty. Okay, so here in theory X, people need benefits. People want benefits and all. Okay, in theory Y, people are saying this is our duty. Okay, there are institutes where faculty will say this is our duty. Okay, normally it is good in international context. Okay, here, for example, I already told you there are challenges with respect to LMS. You have to create a content, and I gave you time framing also that for a 15 to 30-minute video, you have to spend 3 to 4 hours. Okay, do you think all faculties will be having that much time? Okay, either weekly or every day or alternate days. Okay, I don't think you people are having this much time. Okay, again, but now if you see NPTEL is giving some work. Okay, you have to convert the documents into your native languages. Okay, they will provide you some amount of money. Okay, even I applied for that. Why? Because there are monetary benefits over there. Okay, unless and until people show you the benefits. Okay, remunerations are there. Okay, in Indian context, it's not going to work. If benefits are there, we are ready to work. If benefits are not there, we'll show like we'll show discontent. We are not ready for it. Okay, we don't have a move. Okay, we'll make so many LEVs because we want to avoid this situation. Okay. And this is actually the table for LMSs. You are having so many LMSs available over there and video conferencing things over there. Okay, okay. This is a new one, Samilo, and Moodle is over there. Okay, you might have heard about this. Canvas is also there. Totara is there. Google Classroom is also there. I think the easiest one is this one, the Google Classroom. Okay. Among all these, the Google Classroom is very easy. Nothing you have to do because already you are in Gmail. Simply you have to click the Google Classroom and supply material over there or receive the assignments from the school. Okay. Here people won't ask any remuneration. And then you see the talent LMSs. There are some universities who are creating their own, who are developing their own LMS. Okay. IITs have developed their own. Even our universities have also developed their own LMSs. This Blackboard, it is a licensed one. That means you have to purchase it. You have to purchase this one. It's a Blackboard. Okay. And this one also. You can see the video conferencing things over there. MS Team is the top one. MS Team. Okay. Instead of Zoom, Zoom will be having some security issues and all. Google Meet or Hangout. Normally they'll give only 45 minutes of time. Okay, big blue button is over there. But if you see MS Team, I already told you it's having one advantage. You can create groups over there. For example, if you are having a lab exam, online lab exam, like in pandemic, what you can do, you can, if you are having a 60 students in your class, you can, in a team, what you can do, you can divide. You can divide them into 4 groups, and you can assign those 4 groups to 4 different faculties who will be watching those, because it will be very easy, it will be very convenient also to monitor those 15 students as compared to 60. Anyway, on your screen also 60 are not going to display. So if you want to use any video conferencing tool and all, better you should go for Team instead of Zoom and all. Zoom is also having a privacy issues are there. Even though it works well, but Team is best. Okay, I have also used Team also. I have used everyone, Zoom, Google, go to Meet. I have also used, but Team, if you see the current Team, MS Team, okay, as compared to the previous one, it's best one. As I already told you, we were talking about this modern education in terms of STEM education. Okay, so STEM is for science, math, science, technology, engineering, and maths. But as far as our state is concerned, or our like India is concerned, we are having other subjects also. Okay, so what a Urdu professor will do, what a geography professor will do, what an English teacher will do. Okay, anyway, English people are also taking help from different things they are adopting, but still I am unable to see that how people who are teaching arts like Urdu and other things, how they are managing with the technology. Okay, if really they'll come up with the certain strategies, surely it's like a magic you can see here. I also want to contribute into that field, at how technology can be helpful for arts classes. See this simple cutting I want to show you. You can see the date over here is March 7, 2022. Okay, March 7. Luckily, I got this thing. So March 7, 2022. March 7, 2022. STEM is the future, and Tamil Nadu can be in the fourth. Okay, that is why people are emphasizing more on STEM education. Okay, but apart from that, we are having art subjects also. Okay, we cannot ignore it, because outside India, arts is totally different as compared to Indian education system. Okay, they'll be focusing on more engineering and other subjects. I'll give you one scenario first, like this one. This is with respect to STEM education, where we are teaching more science, technology, engineering, and maths. Okay, and you see the share of the graduates in 2030. This is the target they want to achieve in 2030. China is the number one with 37 percentage of the students who will be opting for this STEM education. And you see the number two is India. Okay, but in this STEM education, we have to save other subjects also. Like I told you, arts and all. Okay, what about arts? Who will take care about arts? Okay. I don't know how my friends are managing, Urdu people are managing, or Hindi or other subject people are managing, how they are taking use of technology, how they are using technology to teach those subjects online. Okay, because even I feel it will be like a boring thing that if I teach something like Iqbal, I have, unless and until you will develop interest in the students, okay, you also have to come up with certain strategies how you can make it more interactive, how you can engage the students which are non-engineering subjects, non-STEM subjects. For non-STEM subjects, this technology is like a challenge. Okay, and if they are going to make most of it, and surely I'll salute to those teachers who will make most of this technology for non-STEM subjects. Okay, because anyway STEM subjects are now almost all technology based only. If you see, physics are being taught on the smart boards. We are having videos there. We are having animations there in chemistry as well. Engineering also, mathematics. They are using game-based learning also. Okay, but I'm concerned about the non-STEM subjects, which are like arts, your history, geography, your Urdu, English, and other subjects. Why there is this 30%, 26 and 37% growth? You can see the average age of Indian is 28.4 years. Okay, as of 2020, I'm saying. So compared to 37 for China and 48 in Japan. You might be knowing that there are some new courses which has been introduced by UGC, like artificial intelligence, like machine learning, BTech. Earlier, BTech was there in this computer science and engineering. Now, there are courses like IoT, BTech in IoT, BTech in artificial intelligence, BTech in data science. Okay, all are STEM subjects only. Okay, but who will take care about the non-STEM subjects? That is actually a question. Okay, and this is the target which countries are going to achieve in 2030. Okay, as far as e-learning target is concerned, that target I told you that it was about to be achieved in 2025. Okay, I'm giving you the data from 2015 and 16, but due to pandemic, that target, online target, was achieved in 2020, 21 itself, 4 years ahead. Okay, but still there are some places where actually due to lack of infrastructure, or even the faculty was not ready, or the students was not ready for it. I think nobody was ready for it. Okay, due to lack of infrastructure and all those things, it actually failed. Okay. There are so many states in India also where teachers are saying no to online exams. They are saying, okay, you go and study for the online, you go and study online, but for examination, we will go for offline exams only. Because when we see the statistics, even I saw the statistics also, if you are having in online, you are having 100% result, which is not possible. Okay, why? Because when same students are coming after 2 months, and if you go for offline examination, now your result is 60-30. Okay, so it means it is showing that online education, why faculties are against online exams, not online education. Okay. So what are the different factors which will facilitate the STEM education? There are a lot of courses available. If you go through Coursera, edX, NPTEL is there. There are a lot of courses which are available for this, for STEM education. Okay, MOOC courses are also there. Okay, and if you see Coursera, it is being from UK, it is being run. Okay, you'll see, you will get the certificates from University of Michigan, London University. A lot of courses are being offered by but this Coursera is like you have to pay there. Like here in NPTEL, if you are going to pay for examination only, like 1,000 rupees, 1,100 or 200 rupees. But if you see the Coursera courses are very costly. Starting from 2000, they'll go like 13, 14, 15,000. But you can apply for the scholarship is also there. Okay, they are providing. So whatever you'll see that online, this whatever factors you'll see which are currently present, whether in terms of MOOC or other things, they are supporting simply STEM only, STEM education only. Okay, but we have to take care about the non-STEM courses also. Okay, because otherwise non-STEM courses also should survive. Okay, it's a part of our culture. It's a part of our this our educational system. Okay, if there won't be any non-STEM courses, I don't think we will survive with STEM courses only. Why? Because after certain years, immediately there will be a saturation in STEM courses also. That is why people are coming with new varieties, new tastes, like computer science engineering and artificial intelligence, computer science engineering in Internet of Things, computer science engineering in data sciences. Okay. Academic mobility, I don't think it is. I think most of the private institutions might go for the academic mobility. I think for government institutes, I don't think it is suitable. Academic mobility, though it can be done also. Academic mobility actually means that, for example, there'll be an exchange of student and the teachers. Like for example, GDC Baramulla. There are some teachers who are teaching in GDC Baramulla. Those teachers, they'll be sent to like GDC Anantnag. They will teach there for a 1 month. Their teachers will come to TGC Baramulla for 1 month. Okay, at least they will see the kind of different environment whether it is over there. Okay, I think already government is doing all those shifts, and they are doing transfer to the teachers already. I think it is there, but it should be done not in terms of transfers. Like if I am teaching in DDC Baramulla, I should be allowed to go to some other colleges also to teach over there also, to get the experience of the students over there also, to get the experience from the teachers also over there. Okay, not in terms of the transfer. Okay, so academic mobility, I don't want to touch over here. It is a totally very different topic. Okay, with this thing, I'll stop my presentation. So if you are having any query, you please feel free to ask anything about LMS, whatever doubts are in your mind.
Dear participants, any question? I think, sir, there is no question from the participant side.
From your side, madam, is there any question?
Is there any question?
Anything, questions are welcome in Kashmiri, Urdu, any language.
I think, sir, there is no question at all. No. There is no question at chat box. No question at all.
Madam, एक question तो पूछिए.
Sir, I think we will now conclude the session as there is no question from any participant.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much, sir, for such an enlightening session. Now we understand that imparting education is the primary goal of we educators, and definitely ICT has incorporated in our teaching learning processes, and it has paved new methods, approaches in our teaching learning process.
Correct.
And now it is our responsibility, sir, that we have to create such learning environment for our learners that it will be helpful in optimizing their strengths and minimizing their weaknesses.
Correct.
Exactly, sir. Sir, now ICT, it has definitely given us new tools, technologies, and we have to come up to the expectation of our end users. That is the ultimate learners or our students, sir.
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir. So thank you. Thanks once a lot, sir. Thank you once. With this, I would like to conclude the today's session, and thank you very much, sir, for being with us today.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
The participants are requested to mark their attendance. The link has been shared in the WhatsApp group. The time limit for this link will be 2:45 p.m. So please send your valuable feedback and mark your attendance. Thanks for joining us. So with this, I'm ending this meeting of Zoom. Tomorrow again, we will meet at 11 a.m. Thanks everybody.